What's going on, YouTube? My name is Zach with Android Digest, and today I want to re-review the keyboard cover for the Samsung Galaxy Tab S8 Ultra, and I want to let you know my thoughts on it today because this keyboard cover does cost $350. So with all that being said, let's get right into it and let's check out the keyboard cover for the Tab S8 Ultra. So this keyboard cover, it does come in two different pieces. You do have this that magnetizes to the back of the tablet, and it does actually cover up your S Pen, which is really nice. So your S Pen does charge on the back of the tablet. It is nice that you could still keep it there and secure it there, and I'm glad that this keyboard cover does do that. Now, if you look at the actual keyboard itself, it does magnetize to the bottom of the tablet right here. And it does have a nice, strong, and firm connection. Now, $350, I've got to say, this keyboard cover is not worth that. No way, no how. Now, I know some of you out there, you're already buying a tablet for over $1,000. And sometimes when you're already that deep into it, you just say, you know what? I just want a better experience. I'm just going to spend the $350 anyway. And some of you might be in that camp. And it's okay to buy something when it's not the best value. You don't always have to buy something that's a good price. Sometimes it's okay to splurge and get something that is a little bit overpriced. But this is still a pretty good keyboard cover overall. There is still a lot to like about it. So just keep all that stuff in mind when you're checking it out. So if we look at the actual keyboard part, the actual keys of the keyboard and the touchpad, you will see that it's very thin. And that's a really good thing for portability. Now, this keyboard cover is not super portable when you're putting it on a 14.6-inch tablet. This tablet is pretty heavy, but a lot of what they wanted to do here is give you a very thin tablet, and they wanted to give you a very thin keyboard cover. So I am glad that this is more portable than some laptops, but the thinness can be a problem. And if you do put pressure right here, or if you put pressure right here on either side really of the touchpad, that pressure is actually going to cause accidental touchpad clicks like this. And that can be an issue, especially again if you're not using it on a surface with some weight underneath it. So if you use this on a table, it works really well. If you use it on something like a desk or really anywhere that it has some support from the bottom, you're not going to notice any of those issues. So that is one thing to keep in mind. I would not recommend using this device with the keyboard on your lap. Most people aren't going to have a good experience that way. And the one advantage of this over something like a Magic Keyboard is the fact that you can detach it. You'll still have some protection on the back of your device here, and you could use this device on your lap as a tablet. So I absolutely hate when you have keyboard covers that don't have that detachable factor there. And when you do that, you'll find that, well, it's really nice to have this kickstand. I love it. I don't ever feel like this kickstand is going to come off of the tablet. It's very secure on the back of the tablet here. And again, I really like how it does cover my S Pen. But the one issue with this kickstand is about halfway up on the kickstand, if you put a little bit of pressure on the screen, let's say you have your kickstand on a desk or on your lap, if you have your kickstand a little bit higher like here, and you put pressure on the screen, the kickstand is going to start to give in a little bit more and more, and next thing you know, the kickstand really will be all the way back because this tablet, again, because it weighs so much, it is going to put that extra pressure on the kickstand. So some of you may notice that, some of you may not have any issues with it whatsoever. So as long as you keep your kickstand a little bit under halfway or below, I think you will be just fine there. Now, when I put it on a desk, again, it does feel very sturdy, and when I'm actually using it, the travel is pretty good. It doesn't feel quite as good as the detachable tablet keyboard from the Tab S7 Plus. That keyboard cover, well, it felt a little bit better as far as the travel, but the keys actually feel a little more premium on here. And this keyboard cover also has backlighting as well, and a lot of keyboard covers for portable tablets do not have that. So I really like the backlighting on this. I do think it's hard to see whenever the room is lit up, but whenever the room is dark, the backlighting is very clear. And I really did get used to typing on this, and the sounds don't feel very loud. So it it really is a good experience overall, but it just depends on what you're looking for. If you want the best typing experience, well, you should probably buy a $100 Bluetooth keyboard and use it with this, something like the MX Keys, and you can get the MX Keys Mini. It's a little bit of a smaller Bluetooth keyboard, and that would be good, but then you would have to carry around the tablet, you'd have to carry around a case, you would also have that keyboard and a mouse, and that's a lot to carry around, right? Now the touchpad is really good as well. It does feel very smooth, and whenever I do use it, there's a lot of cool gestures with it. You have 3 gestures, for example, or 3 fingers. If you use that in a gesture-like motion, you could actually pull up your recent apps, or if you go down with it, you could actually go home. You could also swipe up and down and scroll that way if you use 2 fingers, and that's a really cool thing. The only problem I had with that is sometimes I was scrolling with 2 fingers and it would actually click on things, just scrolling around, not even pressing very hard. Or even typing. I type like 100 words a minute. And when I type a word, Y-O-U, I don't know why this word in particular gives me problems on this keyboard, but if I type it really fast, Y-O-U, 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 sometimes it will miss that 3rd letter. And that's just a minor thing, but I've adjusted how I type on it, and as I've adjusted to that minor thing, it's really kept up well with pretty much everything else I've typed, and it's been very quick and smooth. I've started to love how the keys feel over time, and I really got used to this keyboard, and it's really been a joy to use. So when I factor in all of my thoughts, right, I would say that this is still a really good keyboard cover, and I still find myself wanting to use it. I still find myself enjoying it. I find that it's really nice to have a trackpad and a keyboard in without having to pull out a Bluetooth keyboard, without having to pull out that Bluetooth mouse. That could really be a pain. It's really a pain to always have to bring a bag around, and then you gotta, I gotta turn on that Bluetooth keyboard, I gotta turn on the mouse, I gotta get everything set up perfectly. Well, if you just have this device right here, you could just pull it out, get the kickstand out, and you could get to work. So there's a lot to like. Even the backlighting is not something that I often see with portable keyboards like this. So overall, if you're someone who wants to use this on a desk or on a table or something that is very sturdy, I would say this is a great accessory to have as long as you're okay with some minor compromises, and I would hope that you could find this on sale. It's still a really great keyboard cover. Even though I've had some minor issues with it off and on, some minor flaws, I found myself really falling in love with the typing experience. I really love the detachable nature of it, and even if I had something like the Magic Keyboard, I know that might be a little sturdier, but you lose that detachable feel, which is what I want in a tablet. So I really prefer this over something like the Magic Keyboard, and that's just my personal preference. And I really like it overall as a package. So take all this info, do what you will. If you want to buy those things, well, I do have links in the description, and that would be a way to support my channel. Also, if you want to support me in other ways, give me a like to this video, give me a sub, that would mean a lot. And also, if you want to check out some other videos, well, that is another way to support me also. So I hope you have a great day. I hope you enjoy your week, and I hope you enjoy your tech in this crazy world.